Hello, my name is Fridge Star. Let all cats old enough to catch their own prey gather beneath the high rock for a clan meeting. This is a meeting to discuss a very serious, not at all jokey or hokey theme in the beloved Warrior Cats series. After a past year of bliss consuming all the Warrior Cats content a cat could desire, I've reached a rather dire conclusion that I want to discuss today, the theme that is tying all the arcs together, the blatant religious trauma all the errands hold. For we know that God in Christianity has three parts that make up one entity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So can the Aarons, Victoria Holmes, Kate Carey, and Cherith Baldry. I'm definitely not purposely ignoring some authors for the sake of thematic relevance, for who would do such a thing? Definitely not the authors of such a fine and consistent book series such as Warrior Cats. Without any more delay, I shall present my evidence to you today. Most of what I can glean is from the way the cats address StarClan themselves. The belief that StarClan is the reason for good seasons and prey. If the prey is not running well, then StarClan must be angry with the clans. Now that on its own showcases a prominent fear of God. Still, there are blatant doubters of their power. Mothwing, the atheist priest, is ostracized for lack of faith, though it is shown in Omen of the Stars that the faith that binds the clans together can also rend them apart. This is obviously meant to show the divide between the three Abrahamic religions, and the consequences of said divide, death and depression, all culminating into the ultimate fight between heaven and hell. There are other indications that the Aarons are traumatized religious people, through the tribe of Rushing Water. It is clear that the tribe of Rushing Water is meant to symbolize the Holy Roman Empire, where there was no clear division between church and state. The Teller of Pointed Stones is both the symbol of StarClan on Earth and the leader of the tribe. When the Republican clan cats see such an abuse of power, there's a strong discomfort, for no cat should hold such absolute power, right? The Teller of Pointed Stones is sheltered from day-to-day life, instead allowed to use resources for their own gain. They can lie around, and who would stop them? The tribe is focused on their comfort above all else. Now, what does that remind you of, dear viewer? If you say corrupt papacy, then you are correct. StarClan can kill living cats. Like, remember that one time they struck down a tree to kill Mudfur? Showing that they have power over life and death. Or at least death. They ultimately judge who makes their rank, which is a power that only God has in Abrahamic religions, and can also grant lives to actual dictators. That showcases that their power is perhaps unwarranted. For through their power of ultimate judgment, they allow the incel Ashver, an attempted murderer, and Mudfur, a cat who committed literal treason in their ranks. It showcases a morally gray view of the divine. Similar to how Greek heroes are bad people who can do great things, not great in a moral way, but in a material way, StarClan is full of cats that have the power to do great things without being great cats themselves. That shows that Aaron believes that God is not just a force for good, but for evil. For the devil was his creation, was he not?